guys, welcome to Fragile Glory Impressions. Today I'm really excited to share with you my plans for my studio that is currently in renovation. We did the sewer line recently. You can watch both that, link down in the description below, as well as the basic tour of the spaces as they were when we bought the house, also linked in the description below. We're making things happen, and I wanted to, before anything else happened, start to kind of think through what is needed for storage and what I'd like it to look like. So in the sketches, it's to scale. However, I had to kind of do some research and some guessing on like how big like a toilet is and a utility sink and windows and stuff like that, and a sliding glass door. So I had to do a little bit of like just research slash just sort of guessing to figure out what size some of these things are. So in the pictures that you'll see, there may not be exactly accurate, but I'm hoping that they will help those that are gonna basically help us make this happen, to kind of see what my vision is and see basically what I'm hoping the space will be able to include. But of course, as we go along and actually start to build this space and make it what we want it to be, things are going to change. I know things are not going to happen and other things will happen. So I just wanted to document the process of like what I would hope to happen and my vision for them right now. And I'm excited to see how that changes as we get the studio space actually finished off and what it looks like when it's done. So I'm excited, and I hope you will enjoy this video, and thank you for coming alongside me as we explore this together. Do we know what we're doing? No, we don't know what we're doing. I thought it would be kind of fun to do some watercolor sketches, just really basic, mostly to scale as best as I can do it without knowing a lot of things about like how to build structures, but and how to put windows in and stuff like that. Obviously, if you know how to do these things, you might laugh at me and my planning, but hopefully not. Hopefully you can enjoy this, and I think the point of it is so that I kind of know where I want things to go, get a visual idea of that, and then have something to show people that are going to help us build and renovate these spaces. So I'm going to show you first off the studio, which is the east side of our garage. My intention for this space is to be basically where I would paint, so lots of windows, lots of natural light, not a ton of wall space for like displaying art, but definitely a place that I can teach some classes, teach one-on-one students, do some small workshops, and then obviously just paint for myself. Mostly it's going to be working space with very little to no storage, but hopefully enough outlets and enough natural light and a big table in the center of the room so that you can really just work on stuff in this room. So this is the north wall, which is actually facing our house. Garage is to the left here, and I want there to be a big window, and I was trying to think realistically. Like, it'd be awesome if the window went from the ceiling to the floor or close to the floor to get as much light as possible. Right now the space looks like that, where it's basically an enclosed porch with just windows floor to ceiling all the way around. This is kind of more probably what it will end up looking like. I'm basically wanting to be able to display stuff on some of the walls, and so on this wall particularly, there's going to be a little bit of just open wall space. And I'm thinking, and let me know in the comments if you know anything about this, but I've seen at certain galleries or coffee shops this way of hanging art where there's a little tray on top close to the ceiling. You hang a wire, and then you're able to put paintings at different levels on the wall without ever putting a nail in a hole in the wall. I'm kind of liking that idea because I know that I will be constantly putting stuff on the wall, especially as I'm working on it or like for shows or things. So when you see this on the little illustration, that is just showing that that's kind of where I'm thinking I'd put those. So that's that wall. Again, outlets, I have no idea, but sometimes the more the better with a space like this, because I can plug in lights or sharpeners or blow dryers or things that are helpful for work in progress. Then we've got the east wall, so turning to the right. This one looks out towards the backyard with the pond in the distance, neighbor's fence back that direction, but this is facing east. We want to put a sliding glass door here so that we can lock it, but then there's a lot of light that comes through the door. Again, 2 really big windows. These could go all the way to the ground, but we'll see about that. I would like maybe some outlets, but very simple wall, no storage, no nothing, literally just for light. Continuing to the right, we have the south wall. Now, the south wall is pretty much identical to the north wall. Now, I didn't point out that the ceiling on this structure, at least right now, I don't know if that'll change with when we have to build walls out for this space, the ceiling slants slightly, which makes it a problem for if I wanted floor to ceiling windows a little bit, because you do get a little bit of wall space up there. It's kind of cool. I like it. Another little wall corner here, which will hide our shed that's in our backyard, and then you can look out this window to get some southern light coming through, and then again another option to hang work there. This wall now, I love the way it looks right now. It's this natural wood in this sort of pattern. Kind of an outdated pattern, but I'm kind of liking it. Now, we'll see if I end up, if you love natural wood, you'll hate me for this, and I'm having a hard time thinking of doing this as well, but it's possible I might want to paint it white just so that it's neutral, but I'm going to leave the wood. And again, I want to be able to hang art on it if need be, and so I'm going to put the little rack above so I can hang wire with paintings down below, but I want to keep it kind of natural. It gives it sort of a homey feel. I'll keep it wood for a while and just see if I like it. I could, I suppose, paint these things white, you know, who knows. There's things I could do to kind of update it a little bit, but I'm kind of liking the natural wood right now, so we'll kind of see how that sticks around. This is the door to the garage, which then will turn the corner to the workshop, but this is the west wall, which is up against the garage. This wall is on the side where the ceiling is the tallest. Now, transitioning to the workshop, we're going to start with the north wall of the workshop. As you may have watched in my video recently, we got the sewer line put in for the toilet and the sink that'll be in this room. This room is smaller just by a little bit than the studio room. It's on the back of the garage, so south of the garage. So this is the door coming in. We definitely want to put a door there. Right now it's just kind of a big opening. I'm maybe thinking the lion door that I had at my old studio, but we'll see. So the toilet is here in this corner, and again I'm kind of estimating sizes of things, so the toilet looks a little small here, but it'll probably be a little bigger. But it'll be behind a door in its own little room, which I just kind of left open for the illustration. There may or may not be room for like some cutesy storage here. And obviously I was thinking cutesy things in the bathroom. This corner of the workshop is going to be like film studio. So YouTube videos, all my online content. My husband also does some filming and YouTube stuff, so he can use this space as well. So we'll both share this corner to be sort of our filming studio with lights, camera, gear, all that stuff, but basically having a versatile, changeable background with maybe different curtains, with shelves that you can put different things on. Just a blank white wall, but can be kind of changed and shifted how we need it to be for different videos. We'll move now to the right. I think the flooring of both of these rooms will be like a laminate. Currently the workshop in the back is a tile, but with the sewer that they had to put in, they've had to rip up some of that. We might just end up pulling the tile or covering the tile. We'll see how it goes. This is the east wall. This will be where the toilet is up against the wall, and the sink, which I think will be a utility sink because I want it to be nice and big. However, I do want like kitchen counter and cabinet type stuff because I think that's going to be the best use of space for storage of paints and brushes and containers for water and mix, you know, all this stuff that I want to store is going to be perfect in this space. And I think if it's kitchen layout, it'll actually be way more efficient. So here's a wall to separate the bathroom from the sink area. This is a window, which there is a window in the workshop on this wall currently, but it's a lot smaller. Hoping to maybe make it bigger, get a little more light in this room. Color-wise, I've always wanted to paint a distressed wall. So this is my attempt of just an illustration of that, but I'll put a picture here of what a distressed wall looks like. It's basically different colors of paint, maybe wallpaper, and then it's like ripped and sanded and scratched and splattered and like just fun stuff, fun colors. They don't have to be super bright, but I love that look, and I don't want to be doing any of that in my house personally, because our house has got a southwestern style and the walls just look better when they're a cream color. But I thought in the studio with a wall like this behind a toilet and a sink, why not? So that might be kind of my place to be able to paint a wall like that and experiment, and it's not huge, so it'll be kind of fun. Continuing on, workshop south wall. Now this will be the continuation of the counter, so it'll be an L shape from that wall I just showed you. And I'm thinking, again, for best storage is to have a lazy Susan in the corner, just like a kitchen, because I think it's going to be good use, especially of a corner with a countertop. You can really use that space well if you have something like that in the corner. So I'm thinking that shelves, cabinets. I'm thinking inside the cabinets in here to have little cubbies that I could put all my different card styles in, and then up above have my printer, my packaging supplies, my scoring machine, my cutter, all these things up here that I can have sort of my card business section where I can do all that. That's nice and clean. There's not paint anywhere, that type of thing. Currently, this wall only has one little window in the center. It would be nice. It's not necessary, but it would be nice to get a lot more light in here if we put 3 long skinny windows. We may or may not put this one because the filming studio again is kind of in this corner, so the less light the better, so that we can control the lighting. But at least these 2 would be kind of fun to have over the counter here for working on different things. May or may not have another storage thing down here to be able to store some stuff for filming. Paints, brushes, tools of different kinds can be down in this area, especially around the sink area as well. Continuing to the right towards the west wall. Now, this one, boring. This one, because it's going to be filming corner, probably just needs to be empty. I decided it could be nice to have another hanging rack here so I could put some art there during videos or just for shows or whatnot. But I think the more open this can be, the more spacious the room will feel. The more options we have for backdrops for videos. Let me know in the comments what you think is a necessary thing to have in an art studio / film studio creative space. Or tell me in the comments below what is something you really enjoy about your creative space that you've made for yourself. Whether that's a room in your house, a corner in your living room, whether it is an actual physical studio space. Let me know, I'm curious. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, especially if you wanna see this studio renovation in progress. I will be documenting every step of the way with updated videos and whatnot. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.